Welcome to Vivid English Podcast. Hello, everyone. I am Sarah.
And I am James.
It is so good to be here with you all today. Hello. How are you doing?
Hello. I am doing great, thank you. I'm really excited to get into our topic for today.
We have something special planned. We're going to explore a technique that honestly could be the key to sounding like a native English speaker.
It really could be. We're looking at shadowing, but we're not just scratching the surface here. We're going to break down how to do it right.
Right, because so many of our listeners say, I know the words, I can read, I know the grammar, but when they speak, it feels off.
Or robotic. That's the word I hear a lot. The flow isn't there. That kind of musical quality is missing.
Exactly. So let's just start with the basics. I think people hear shadowing and they think of those old listen and repeat drills from school, but it's not that at all, is it?
Shadowing is active. It's simultaneous.
Simultaneous, that's the word.
Yes. You are mimicking the native speaker as they are speaking. You don't wait. You follow them with this tiny delay, about half a second.
Half a second, that is so fast. You're basically their echo.
You are. And that speed, that's the magic. It bypasses the part of your brain that wants to stop and translate. There's just no time. You have to produce the sound.
I found this great analogy for it. It compares shadowing to being a dance partner.
Oh, that's a perfect comparison.
You know, if you're dancing with a pro, you don't watch them take a step, wait 5 seconds, and then copy them. That's not dancing.
No, that would just be awkwardly following someone around.
Right. You're connected. They move, you move instantly. You have to match their energy, their momentum in real time.
That's such a great way to put it. And just like dancing, shadowing is a physical thing. It's a workout. We forget that speaking is physical.
We really do. We think it's all in our heads, but it's our tongue, our lips, our jaw.
Correct. And every language has what's called an articulatory setting. It's just the default position of your mouth muscles.
So a native Japanese speaker literally holds their mouth differently than a native English speaker does, even when they're not talking.
Completely differently. So your muscles are trained for your first language. Shadowing is like taking those muscles to the gym for English.
You're building new muscle memory.
Precisely. You're training your ears to catch the rhythm, and you're training your mouth to actually keep up with it.
And that rhythm, that brings us to this really big idea, prosody.
Ah, yes, prosody. This is, I think, the missing ingredient for so many advanced learners.
It sounds a bit technical. How would you explain prosody in, simple terms?
Just think of it as the music of English. It's not the individual sounds. Those are like the lyrics. Prosody is the melody and the beat.
And if the music is off, the lyrics just don't sound right, even if the words are correct.
That is exactly it. And we can break prosody down into three main parts. You've got stress, intonation, and pausing.
Okay, let's start with stress.
So stress is huge because English is what we call a stress-timed language.
What does that mean, stress time?
It means the rhythm comes from the stressed syllables. Some languages, like French or Spanish, are syllable timed. Every syllable gets about the same amount of time. It sounds a bit like a machine gun.
But English isn't like that.
Not at all. English is more like Morse code. It's like dat, 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 dat. We make the important words louder and longer. And the unimportant words, we just rush through them.
So if a learner says every single word perfectly and clearly, like, I am going to the store.
They sound like a robot. It's understandable, yes, but it's not natural. It creates this invisible wall for the listener.
That's so interesting. So shadowing forces you to copy that Morse code rhythm.
Yes. And then you get the second part. Intonation. This is the melody. Is the voice going up or is it going down?
And we use this for emotion and meaning.
Oh, constantly. Take a simple word like really. If I say really with my voice going up.
You're asking a question. You're surprised.
Right. The meaning is completely different just because of the music.
And the third piece was pausing.
Yeah, and this is a subtle one. It's about thought groups. We don't just pause to breathe. We group words together into little chunks of meaning.
We pause after an idea.
Exactly. If you pause in the wrong spot, it just sounds very disconnected.
Hmm.
Shadowing tips your brain where those natural breaks are supposed to be.
Okay, so this all makes sense. We're the dance partner, we're learning the music, but how do we actually do it? I mean, you can't just turn on the TV and start yelling at it.
There's a really great four-stage method for what we can call deep shadowing.
Okay, let's walk everyone through these 4 stages. Stage 1,
Stage one is just active listening.
active listening. Okay, sounds easy enough.
Just listen, but with intense focus. You take your audio clip, maybe 30 seconds long, and you listen to it 3 times. No speaking.
Why 3 times? I feel like people would want to jump right in and start talking.
Well, the first time you listen, you're just trying to understand the words. The second time, you get more meaning. By the third time, you're not worried about vocabulary anymore. You can actually hear the emotion. You can hear the rhythm.
Ah, okay, so you're internalizing the music first. What's stage 2?
Stage two is my favorite. It feels a bit silly, but it's called mumbling shadowing.
Mumbling shadowing. I like the sound of that.
It's so much fun. You play the audio again, and this time you follow along, but you don't say any clear words. You just sort of hum the melody.
So if the audio is, it's a beautiful day outside, I would just go, da da.
Exactly that. You're getting rid of the words, and you are focusing 100% on the melody, the rise and fall of the voice.
That sounds incredibly useful for people who get anxious about getting every single sound right.
It's amazing for that. It just takes all the pressure off. Just feel the flow.
I love that. Okay, so we've listened, we've mumbled. Stage 3.
Stage three is scripted shadowing. Now you bring your eyes into it.
So we're reading the text while we listen and speak.
Yep. You see the word, you hear the sound, you say the sound, all at the same time.
This has to be critical for English because our spelling is...
Oh, it's a total nightmare. Words look nothing like how they sound sometimes. This stage connects what your eyes see on the page to what your ears are actually hearing.
Okay, connecting the visual and the audio. And that brings us to the final stage.
Stage four, the final boss, blind shadowing.
Blind meaning, no script.
No script. You put the paper away, just you, your ears, and your voice.
Wow, that does sound like a challenge.
It is. But when you can do it, it means you've truly learned the rhythm. You're not reading anymore, you're actually speaking.
That's a brilliant 4-step plan. Active listening, mumbling, scripted, and then blind.
Following that order really builds the connections in your brain. You're not just memorizing.
Okay, but even with a great plan, I'm sure there are common mistakes people make. What should we look out for?
The number one biggest mistake is what I call the robot trap.
We talked about that, the flat, monotone voice.
Exactly. You have to mimic the emotion. If the speaker in the audio sounds excited, your voice needs to sound excited. If they sound sad, you need to sound sad.
Even if you feel silly doing it alone in your room.
Especially then. Language is tied to emotion.
Yeah.
Your brain will remember the pattern so much better if there's feeling attached. Robotic shadowing is forgotten shadowing.
That's a fantastic tip. Become an actor. Now, what about those little sounds? We have to talk about weak forms.
Yes. Oh, this is so important. This goes right back to English being stress-timed. To stress some words, we have to de-stress or weaken, other words.
We're pretty lazy with unstressed words as native speakers, aren't we?
So lazy. The most common sound in English is the schwa. So take the word and, A-N-D, but we never say fish and chips. We say in.
Fish and chips.
Exactly. Or the word for, F-O-R. In a sentence, it's almost always fur. This is for you.
For you.
A learner who tries to say this is for you Sounds very unnatural. It breaks that whole Morse code rhythm we talked about.
So the advice is don't try to be more perfect than the native speaker. If they're being lazy, you be lazy too.
Please, embrace the laziness. It's one of the secrets to sounding natural.
I think that's such a relief to hear. Okay, what about how long to practice?
This is another trap. People think, okay, I'll do this for an hour every single day.
Sounds dedicated. More is better.
Not with this.
Yeah.
Shadowing is incredibly difficult for your brain. It
Yeah.
takes so much focus. If you try for an hour, you'll be exhausted after maybe 20 minutes.
And then you fall right back into that robot trap.
You do. You're just repeating sounds with no focus. It is so much better to do 15 minutes of really high energy, focused practice than 1 hour of tired, sloppy practice.
15 minutes, short and focused. Anyone can find 15 minutes.
And consistency is so much more important than how long you do it each day.
Okay, what about what to practice with? What materials should people use?
2 really simple rules here. Number 1, it has to be interesting to you. If you're bored, you're not going to do it.
True for all learning, I think.
So true. And rule number 2 is a little counterintuitive. The material should be slightly below your current level.
Below, not above. Shouldn't I be challenging myself?
Not for this exercise. Remember, the goal here isn't to learn new words. The goal is to perfect your sound. If the text is difficult, your brain is focused on trying to understand the meaning.
Ah, I see. You want to free up all your mental energy to focus on the music.
100%. If you already know all the words, you can put all of your focus on the pronunciation and the rhythm.
So, podcasts would be a good choice.
Podcasts are fantastic. They're conversational. Sometimes audiobooks can be a little too formal or dramatic. You want real, everyday speech.
Like, for example, the Vivid English podcast. Now, since this is 2026, we have to talk about technology. This has really changed the game.
It's completely changed it. The coolest tool for shadowing now is AI waveform analysis.
Okay, that sounds like something from a sci-fi movie. How does that actually work?
It literally shows you your voice. So the AI shows you the native speaker's voice as a wave on the screen. You can see the high points for the stressed words, the low points for the unstressed ones.
Okay, so you see the shape of their sentence.
Exactly. Then you record yourself saying the same sentence, and the AI puts your sound wave right below theirs.
So you can literally see the difference.
Instantly. You can see, oh, their voice went up at the end of the question, but mine stayed flat. Or, look, they took a pause here, but I didn't.
That's amazing. That's feedback you could never get before.
My own AI coach flagged something for me just the other day.
No way. Even you. What was it?
It was the flap T. In American English, a T between 2 vowels, like in water, sounds like a soft D. Waiter.
Right.
And the AI put a little red box around it and showed me how my wave didn't match the smooth curve of the original.
Wow. It's like having a personal pronunciation coach with you all the time.
It is, but there's one thing the AI can't do for you.
And what's that?
You can't do the reps. You can't do the practice. Consistency is still all on you.
Let's go back to that gym analogy you used.
Yeah.
You can't go to the gym once for 5 hours and expect to be strong for the rest of the month.
No, you'll just be really, really sore, and then you won't go back.
Exactly. It's the same for your mouth muscles. They need that daily, consistent practice.
Changing the habits of your brain takes time. You won't sound like a native in one day or even 1 week.
But what's a realistic timeline? If someone does this for 15 minutes a day, what can they expect?
After about 30 days of consistent practice, you will feel a real difference. Your tongue will actually feel,
Lighter. That's a funny way to describe it.
it just feels more agile, more flexible. The English sounds start to feel natural, like you don't have to think so hard about where to put your tongue anymore.
And that frees you up to just be yourself in English.
That's the whole point of this. You actually used to do this with a movie character, right?
Oh, yeah. When I was really trying to get my rhythm down years ago, I was obsessed with this one character from a detective movie.
And you just shadowed him.
Constantly. I must have watched his scenes 100 times. I'd be mumbling his lines walking down the street. I copied his sarcasm, his confidence, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he didn't start wearing a detective's trench coat.
No, no trench coat. But it unlocked something for me. English stopped feeling like a school subject, and it started feeling like a performance.
Well, it definitely worked. You sound fantastic now.
Thank you. And that's what we want for everyone who's listening.
So, to all of you listening right now, don't be afraid to sound a little silly. Don't worry about making weird humming noises in your kitchen.
Find your voice by following someone else's. Follow ours. Follow an actor. Just get started.
Just start with 15 minutes
Yeah.
today, listen a few times, hum along, and then just try to speak with the audio.
It's a journey, for sure, but it's a fun one. And being able to just speak freely without fighting your own mouth, there is no better feeling.
We are so, so proud of all of you for just putting in this work. Learning a language is hard, and you're doing it.
Absolutely. Keep practicing and trust that it will work.
We have a lot more we want to share with you.
Be sure to tune in to Vivid English Podcast next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.